Kapisanan ng mga social media broadcaster ng Pilipinas. Yan. At ang chairman nito ay ang ating kaibigang doktor na si Dr. Michael Raymond Aragon ng Kapisanan ng Social Media Broadcaster ng Pilipinas o KSMPI. Dr. Aragon, pleasant morning. Kumusta po kayo? Magandang umaga sa inyo.
Good morning, Henry. Magandang umaga sa lahat at saka sa mga listener and viewers ninyo sa buong Pilipinas.
Abay, siguro yung ating mga kababayan nasanay na ang ating pag-uusap tungkol sa sakit, tungkol sa pag-oopera, tungkol sa iba't ibang karamdaman. Pero itong inyong advokasya ngayon ay tinatawag na responsible social media broadcasting. Ano ito? Bakit na itayo ito at ano ho ang objective po nito, Dr. Aragon? At bakit ang isang kagaya ninyong doktor naisip na ito'y itayo, itong Kapisanan ng Social Media Broadcaster ng Pilipinas?
Yes, ganito yan, Henry. Kasi when I was the chairman of the Media Affairs of the Philippine Medical Association, 8 years ako nagiging chairman dyan, that period of time was I was able to be very close to mga broadcasters, reporters, kasi lahat ng mga advocacies ng PMA dumadaan po sa amin when we report sa media, at that time ang social media hindi pa masyadong established institution, but we already have anticipated this revolution. We call it the digital revolution, the convergence of mainstream media and social media. Kaya in 2017 tinayo namin itong Kapisanan ng Social Media Broadcasters ng Pilipinas, as a support group, ang pangarap kasi namin dito parang katulad ng isang trade organization, which personally I did pattern sa setup ng Philippine Medical Association, So ang priority po namin dito sa Kapisanan ng Social Media Broadcasters ng Pilipinas Inc. or KSMPI is not really to blog ourselves, but to support those who would like to go into social media broadcasting, and kung anong mga kailangan nila, to certify them, to train them. That's the reason why we have this course, the very first of its kind, nasa TESDA ngayon, na everybody can avail. The course name is Social Media Content Creator. And when I was there last week, nabanggit po natin na on the first day nang in-announce ito ng TESDA, first 24 to 48 hours, ang inquiry sa course na ito, the first of its kind in the Philippines offered by TESDA, nasa 30,000 na inquiries na, 30,000 na mga tao, mga Pilipino na interested na mag-enroll sa course na ito.
Okay.
So
Doctor,
we're doing this in partnership with a lot of organization. Of course, ang pinaka well-known na organization natin is the Big Brother, our Big Brother, the KBP, the Kapisanan ng Broadcasters na Pilipinas. And kami po sa KSMPI, Kapisanan ng Social Media Broadcasters na Pilipinas, we were born and incorporated as a private organization sa Security Exchange Commission last 2017 pa.
Very good.
And ang priority po namin is really to train vloggers.
Dr. Aragon, para maging kasapi ng kapisanan, kasi pag sinabing kapisanan, ito'y kalipunan o samahan, Kapisanan ng mga social media broadcaster ng Pilipinas. Para maging kasapi nito, ano ang kwalifikasyon at sino-sino ang po pwedeng sumali rito?
Ito po ay open sa lahat ng Pilipino. At least you are 15 years old and above, and ang basic requirement lang sa lahat is love of country, pagmamahal sa bayan. Then once you have that fire in your heart to serve our country and our people, we ask you to enroll in this qualifying course that we created for TESDA. Ito nga ang binabanggit natin na PQF Level 3 na course sa TESDA. And once you have graduated, then you are now qualified to apply, Since 2017, silently, we have already trained almost 1,000 social media practitioner, no? Ranging from high school to college, no? Ranging from different profession, nurses, police, you name it, we have it, no? Ginagawa namin ito even in the middle of the pandemic, no? We did this online, no?
Ang kailangan
and
po,
continuing to propagate this particular advocacy of ours.
So ang kailangan po, mag-enroll muna sa TESDA ng tungkol sa social media broadcasting, and then pag-graduate na, may certificate na ng TESDA, saka pa lang pwedeng magmiyembro po sa inyo. Ganun ba yun, Dr. Aragon?
Yes, generally that is our policy, no? But even before na inoffer ito ng TESDA recently, no, on a face-to-face basis, no, those people na undergoing training, pwede na namin gawing associate members muna, no? Associate members ng KSMBPI. Then after that, pagkatapos nila, finish nila yung course, no? Then we give them the chance to become full-fledged members, no? Ng KSMBPI. And again, ang sinasabi ko nga, Henry, our priority is really to support those who are in the social media industry and those who would like to transition into digital broadcasting.
Napaka-importante nito.
Broadcasting, entrepreneurship.
Napaka-importante nito para doon sa tinatawag na accountability ng isang mamamahayag. At least ito, pagka po mayroon ng membership sa inyo, kami sa KBP, meron kaming KBP license, pagka mayroong sabihin na natin isang miyembro ng KSMBPI na nagka-problema sa kanyang pamamahayag, nakasobra, may mga binanggit siyang hindi tama, pwede na kayong i-call out sa KSMBPI. Kasi kami, pag nangyayari yan, KBP ang kino-call out. Yung miyembro ninyong istasyon o yung miyembro ninyong broadcaster, kailangan i-police ninyo within your ranks. Kayo ganun din, pwede kayong i-call out pagka miyembro na ninyo formally.
Yes, actually, in our course, hiniram namin yung Code of Ethics ng KBP, no? And practically, kung ano yung mga mechanism ng KBP, hiniram namin yan, no? Kasi sabi ko nga, the KBP is our big brother. As a matter of fact, we are talking, no? Yung mga officers sa KBP, si Hernan Basmanio, we're talking and we're finalizing a formal MOA, no? Kasi ang sinasabi ko, Henry, when we started this is like a training program, no? Ang advocacy kasi namin is basically to fight fake news, no?
Correct.
And particularly to fight the anarchy that is happening in the social media world, no? Particularly ngayon, yung laban namin is the moral decay that's happening, no? So we are a self-imposed watchdog of the social media world, no? And when we conceptualize this, no, I sat down with a group of mainstream broadcaster reporter. One of those is your longtime head ng news department, si Andy Vital, who became eventually our president sa KSMBPI, no? And trainer, no? So kayong mga big brother nasa practice talaga ng media, na kayo ay aral sa kolehiyo as mass journalism, kayo po yung mga trainers po namin, and tinuturuan po natin ang mga members ng kapisanan sa ethical practice of broadcasting.
Yung binabanggit yung moral decay na ngayon ay parang ang napapansin natin, talagang wala nang censorship yung mga, with all due respect, yung mga nasa daigdig ng social media, basta may cellphone, may camera, may munting mikropono, pwede na magsalita, pwede nang gumawa ng video, pwede nang gumawa ng kung ano mang topics, ano ho. Pagka ba miyembro nito ay at least merong censorship na, meron na magpapalala sa kanila, at pwede ba silang mawalan ng poder o mawalan sila ng karapatang gumamit ng social media kapag naireklamo sa inyo na oy, yung isang vlogger na ganito, linchak ang pagmumura doon sa kanyang at gumagamit ng mga bastos na salita, Dr. Aragon?
Simple lang ang ginagawa namin, no. Siyempre kinakausap natin 'yan. But to show you what we are doing, pinapakulong po namin sila. We are filing cases against them, no? Oh. And one of those na pinailan namin ng kaso, yung isang celebrity host natin, si Vice Ganda. It is the KSMBPI who filed the cases against them. Ito po si Tony Fowler, who is very popular sa mga video vlogs niya, no? Yung masarap na ina, something like that, which is Kwan. And we also filed cases against this drag queen, itong si Pura Luca. As a matter of fact, nakulong nga itong mga celebrities na ito. And yung mga Viva artists, yung mga Viva Max.
Pero Dr. Aragon, kung hindi nyo sila miyembro, pwede ba silang ninyong isanction? Or kumbaga, bakit kayo maaaring magkaso laban sa kanila kung hindi naman ninyo sila sakop? Ano ang saan manggagaling yung parametro na kakasuhan ninyo ang hindi ninyo miyembro, halimbawa?
First of all, we are citizens of this country. We are taxpayers, no? And anything, and if they violate a particular law, what we are using the law is the violation of Revised Penal Code 201, no? Sa mga malalaswa na mga postings sa private accounts nila, and the anti-cybercrime law, no? Ito po is the formula na ginagawa namin. Sinasampahan namin sila because they have violated the law. Unfortunately, no, in 1985, when the former President Marcos Sr. created the MTRCB, no, in 1985, no, hindi pa masyadong ganap ang social media o yung mga digital at the time. So, the mandate of the MTRCB to classify are just limited sa movies and television. Pagdating po sa social media, unfortunately, walang regulatory body ang gobyerno natin. And that is what we are trying to push for a law to be passed to create the Social Media Regulatory Board. Parang MTRCB ito sa online, no? But medyo ang proseso mahaba, mabagal. Kaya kami, just to remind everybody in social media that they are not kings and they're not above the law. Kasi walang nagre-remind, no? Na dapat kayo mag-behave, and there are certain protocols and ethics that you need to respect, no? When you go into social media, because ultimately ang audience ninyo hindi lang yung matatanda, mga bata. No. That's why we filed cases against these celebrity bloggers, and some of them are nakulong na nga, nakapag-bail lang.
Pero Dr. Mike,
the cases right now is ongoing.
So,
as private citizen, we filed this.
All right. So now, kung sino man ang gustong maging membro ninyo at ma-professionalize yung pagiging social media broadcaster nila, all they do is contact your office and
or TESDA.
or TESDA para at least ma-professionalize, mabigyan ninyo ng lisensya at may pagtanggol din naman ninyo kung mayroong mang pang-aabuso na mangyayari sa isang social media broadcast. So, napakaganda nitong project ninyong ito, Dr. Michael Aragon. Kahimanawari na ito'y yakapin ng iba't ibang mga kasamahan natin sa hanap buhay na ang gamit ay social media. Kasi ito ho, pagmamalasakit ito, hindi ho lamang, kayo, doktor, pwede na kayo magpakuya-kuya kayo, ano bang pakialam ninyo kung tutuusin. But this is your advocacy, nagmamalasakit kayo sa ating mga batang manonood, lalo na kasi nga, baka yung moral decay na pinag-uusapan natin, pabagsak na ng pabagsak, baka wala nang... baka talagang magising na lang tayo isang umaga, Dr. Aragon, na yung mga apo at mga anak natin talagang tuluyan ng naglaho ang paggalang sa ating mga nakatatanda. Kaya salamat, Dr. Michael Aragon, for this advocacy. Manawagan kayo ngayon sa ating mga kababayang nasa social media para maging kabahagi po nitong KSMBPI. Go ahead, Dr. Aragon.
Thank you very much for this opportunity, Henry. Ang kapisanan ng social media broadcasters ng Pilipinas or KSMBPI, open po kami to support the new trend in information dissemination, which is the digital world, through social media broadcasting. Ang sa amin lang po, hindi kami regulator po. We are private organizations na ang hangad lang namin is to professionalize nga, ang sabi ni Henry, the practice of social media communication. Kasi nobody is above the law. There's a law right now that you should respect, kahit na hindi kayo sa social media, and that is the law of righteousness, and yung dapat as a patriot, as a Filipino citizen, dapat we ourselves should self-regulate, kasi ang sabi ni Rizal, ang mga kabataan ay ang future ng isang bansa. Now, if we try to do something na ang pag-iisip, ang mindset ng mga kabataan natin medyo hindi nasa tamang lagay, and mag-inject tayo ng hindi karapat-dapat, sabi nga nila, ang ginagawa ng matatanda, parang naging automatic yan na tama sa bata. So these things na nangyayari, the anarchy, the moral decay in social media, hindi po ito maganda para sa mga bata natin. That's why we file cases against celebrity bloggers sa social media. But again, Henry, hindi po kami gobyerno. Ang dapat gumawa nito na mag-regulate sa social media is government, and that's why we're pushing for a law to create the Social Media Regulatory Board like an MTRCB in social media. Kami po dito sa KSMBPI, we are just volunteer. Nagiging self-imposed watchdog na kami. But it should be government who should spearhead this move to regulate social media to protect our citizens, especially our children, and their future.
And hindi naman dapat mauwi o humantong pa sa pagkakaso at sa pagkakulong, sapagkat sa pag-professionalize pa lang, paalalahanan sila, ma-educate sila ng kaunti tungkol sa paggamit ng social media na responsable, hindi na hahantong sa kasuhan kung talagang mapoprofessionalize at magkakaroon ng regulatory body from the government and from the private sector. Dr. Aragon, salamat po.
Henry, training po yung priority namin, hindi yung pagkakaso. But at this point in time, masyadong magulo na muna. So we would like to bring order, and we would like to send the message that you are not above the law. So you clean out your broadcasting in social media, wala tayong kaso. Hindi ito personalan. Advokasya lang.
Alright. Salamat po na marami sa inyo, Dr. Michael Raymond Aragon, the chairman of Kapisanan ng mga social media broadcaster ng Pilipinas. Doc, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Alright. Si Dr. Aragon.